all of you are doing fine, you're healthy and happy. Please let me know just real quick if you can hear me well, if you can see the presentation. Type in any number in the chat. Or you know what? Type in your favorite online shop. What is your favorite online shop? Let me know. Since this is about electronic commerce, we will talk about online shops today. Type in your favorite online shops. I'm curious to see what's in there. You guys, you don't have a favorite online shop where you go online shopping?
Oh, I'm afraid for Chinese, the answer will be quite close.
What do you mean by close?
I mean, our daily life in China, our daily life is relied on Alibaba.
On Alibaba? Well, perfect. Then type in Alibaba. we will talk about that later. So that's a good example. Alibaba. Great. Taobao. Okay, what is that? Taobao.
That's also a product of Alibaba.
Oh, okay. So there's Alibaba basically runs different online shops. They just have different names.
Yes, they have B2B and C2C platform, and Taobao is C2C platform.
C2C. So it's something like eBay in Germany.
To be honest, it's a bit of complex.
Okay.
It's like Amazon actually. C2C and B2C.
Okay.
Both have.
I understand. Okay, I will have to look into it later. There's an app called Taobao. Does it work in Germany? Do you know that? Probably not. Taobao. I will see in. Oh, we have.
You can buy the thing from Alibaba or whatever Taobao.
Yeah.
And you can tell you can tell them to send what you need to German. It does work, but they don't have like Amazon. They have a bigger place to send all the things together to
like
German.
Like a warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay. Taobao, is it like orange red with a white
yes.
logo on it? Okay, I think.
Yes, that's it.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot read Chinese.
I don't think they have English website.
I'm trying to download it on my iPhone, but they have AliExpress seller. AliExpress. This is iPanda. Well, there's a ton of, but interesting that I know about Alibaba, but they control it that much. I didn't know that.
They dominate the Chinese market, the online market.
Only in China or throughout like bigger parts of Asia too?
I would say in China and close Asia, like Malaysia, Singapore, and it does also. I don't think it's also work in Korea and. It shares some part of the market in Korea and Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, it's very popular among the Chinese, mainland China and overseas Chinese people. It does work.
So would you, when you want to go buy online anything, you would prefer going to Taobao?
Yes, you can. you can use a search engine, search everything you can buy in German. You will find that.
Okay, so that's what you guys actually do. You don't use any other shops. You just go to Taobao.
And another platform is JD, which is something like which is also a platform from another company, but the main business focus on the
Electronics. Yeah.
electro products like cell phones and computers.
Okay. Okay, I'm actually using did I say it right? Taobao?
Yeah.
Is it a fictionary name, or does it actually mean something? Does it have a meaning?
It's just how to explain it doesn't have spatial meaning. It's just means find the treasure.
I'll look at my Chinese German dictionary. Das kommt. Oh, das kommt. I don't even know what the German word means. That is. Oh, is it? Isn't it something that you put on horses? In an agricultural thing. It's like a. Like
that's the story of Alibaba.
Is it?
I don't think that's Taobao. That's Alibaba.
Okay. Well, I typed in Taobao in my translator, and it. Let's see if I can show you guys. It gave me two different options.
We just see the pretension, not the website we are watching.
Yeah. I'm send it in the chat right now. So if you can take a look at the chat, and then you see what I just saw. It's like the one part is like the upper part is like a leash horses.
That's totally
okay. And the one on the bottom, is that correct? It means stealing, like pocket stealing.
No, totally.
Okay, so I'm on the wrong track here.
Because the pronunciation is close, doesn't mean they have the same meaning.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe. What does Taobao mean? Well, maybe it's not that important anyway. How to pronounce Taobao? Okay, interesting. Maybe we will.
It actually means find the treasure, or collecting the treasure.
Crafting the treasure. Okay, well, thank you.
Just like Gold Rush.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you for explaining that to me. I learned my lesson today. That's awesome. And now I want you guys to learn something. I mean, that's why you're here. So I would say let's start with today's lecture, and we will start as usual with a short summary of last week. So last week we talked about different basically we talked about sales funnel entries, how we can get potential clients to enter our sales funnel, whether we are selling a service or we are selling just regular products. And as you can see, we had those two options, which are, building an opt-in page for people to sign in and give us their contact information, so we can then send them something called a lead magnet and just establish a relationship. That was the one side. And the other side, when we have a product to sell, of course we can just use the regular landing page for an online shop. So for example, a product page. We could also build a relevant opt-in page. We looked at a few options for software, just like ClickFunnels, Elementor, or Leadpages. Did anybody here registered with ClickFunnels or one or the other? Probably not, huh? I was thinking about doing it today, to be honest, but since ClickFunnels requires a credit card, I mean, it's for free for a 14-day trial. Obviously, you can use it without paying anything, but I didn't want to make it mandatory if any one of you did not have a credit card. So I could just recommend it, just, using it and getting a little bit more into it by signing up and using a free trial. So we were also looking at, like the product landing pages, and this will be something that is also very important for today's lesson, because we will basically look at how we can really practically start an e-commerce shop, an online shop. Okay, but before we do that, we still have our diversification between, am I selling a service or am I selling a product? Okay. And first we want to start by looking at companies that already exist and that are selling a service through e-commerce, so through online business. Okay. And we have, when we look at the services that are available online, that we can sell online, we can differentiate between 3 major or even 4 major categories. Number 1 category is service delivery. Okay, when we offer our services online and we just deliver something when people, for example, order a service. They sign up to get a service, they pay us, and then we deliver the service. We have the mediation of supply and demand. Okay, something similar to a marketplace. So on the one side, we have the demand. People are demanding for something. They have a need, a pain point. And then on the other side, we have the solution. Okay, we have the supply. So companies that actually have the solution that other people are looking for. So that is the mediation of supply and demand. And we have the content platform. Okay, so basically a website that offers a lot of content and therefore is very attractive for companies to, do advertising. Do you guys have any ideas of examples for one of these 3 categories? I'm pretty sure when I show you my examples in a minute, most of them. You guys have any idea for an example? You can type it in the chat if you know any companies that offer their service online, or they offer a mediation between supply and demand, or they are a typical content platform. Do you guys have any examples? No.
Like YouTube.
YouTube. Where would you put YouTube here?
Content platform.
Yeah, perfect. Somebody said in the chat too. Exactly. YouTube is a good example for a content platform. So let's take a look at other examples. These are some of the most famous companies, I would say, and also some locals here from Germany or even Wiesbaden. So let's take a look starting at the left with the service delivery. We have something called Durst Express here in Germany. They started a few months ago doing heavily advertising on social media and all over the internet. And basically what they do is they say, you come to our website, you buy drinks like water cases or beer or juice, whatever, and our service is to deliver the drinks for free to your house within 2 hours. So not to get confused with like selling products. I mean, they sell the products, but that's not how they make money. They make money by delivering the service that we can order online. Okay, so basically they delivering beverages, drinks. Okay, that is one example. The other example, maybe some of you guys know that, is Tinder. Okay, Tinder is delivering the service of getting people together. So one could say, oh, Tinder, maybe isn't that a mediation of supply and demand? It somehow is, but here in this case, it's relevant how the company makes money. Okay, and Tinder only makes money with one side and not with both sides. So Tinder is basically just a service delivery. They're offering their platform, their algorithms, and their information systems to get people together. That is the category 1, service delivery. Let's take a look at the mediation of supply and demand. Probably the most famous examples, Uber and Airbnb. Okay, and here we have the demand, so people who are looking for a ride, people who are looking for a place to stay, who are willing to pay for it. And then on the other side, we have people that have a car and are willing to make some money and drive people around town, or people that own a apartment or a house that they want to rent out for a short-term period. Okay, and what's so interesting about this model of mediation of supply and demand is that the companies like Uber and Airbnb, they are making money on both ends. Okay, so when you do you guys use Uber and Airbnb in China? Just type in yes.
So the Chinese part of Uber has been bought by another company, another Chinese company, which is even larger.
Okay, which one is it?
We call it Didi.
Didi?
Yes.
Designated driver?
Exactly.
Didi. Okay, I'm learning a lot today. That's fantastic. Didi.
That's one of the biggest digital economy companies in China.
Okay.
Also, they don't have business outside of China. Even the single Chinese market makes them a very big company.
It's interesting. Okay. Taiwan. Okay. So, okay, use Airbnb in China. Okay. So these companies, I mean, that's pretty. I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we talked about the subscription model, and subscription model. That's interesting too. I mean, because people are, they're getting into a contract and offering like. It looks like they're only paying once, but they keep on paying. You only have to acquire a new customer once. But the mediation of supply and demand is also super attractive for companies because, like I said, you're getting money from both sides. Okay, so that's double the chance of making revenue. So that's what Uber, Airbnb are doing, what Didi is doing. Uber China was a perfect. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So that's what they're doing. And I mean, you have a lot of different companies too. In Germany, maybe you guys know Lieferando. It's one of
Yes.
the biggest, online food delivery platforms. Okay, I mean during quarantine here, I mean I used it a lot because it's super. I mean, at least here in this area, it's hard to find a place where you can order food online and pay online. They all want cash, and if you don't have any cash at home, it's super hard to find a place. So that's why Lieferando is so I think got so big. Plus, what they are doing, same thing. They're making money. They're making commission when they sell. Let's say I go to Lieferando, I order pizza, and I have to pay a service fee, and also the pizza place have to pay a commission to Lieferando. So that's how Lieferando makes money on both ends, and that is pretty clever. All right, mediation of supply and demand, and then last but not least, we have the content platforms, like you said, YouTube, of course, Facebook, probably the largest content platforms, and Mercuris. It's a regional news platform here in Wiesbaden. And how do they make money? Obviously by providing advertisement space. Okay, they have so much content that they have a lot of users, and users are using their website, their platform every day, and this makes it so attractive for companies to advertise. Okay, I mean that is ultimately what or how Facebook makes money, by providing space for advertising. All right, so these are the first three, but I said we have four, and number four are the software as a service companies. Okay, here again we have the example of ClickFunnels, but also the left one is called Canva.com. Super easy to use platform for graphic design. If you want to do like simple graphics like invitation cards, flyers, or like web banners, whatever, you can use their platform. And what they do, if you want the pro version, the premium version, they provide you a platform like an online software, a web-based software that you can use as long as you pay. So basically, they're offering this software as a service as long as you pay for it. Okay, that's a pretty good business model as well. So all of these four, okay, service delivery, mediation of supply and demand, content platform, and the software as a service companies, all of these four are all about the services that can be offered online. Okay, we're still talking about the services. So let's get a little bit more into detail. What kind of services can be offered online? We have, I mean, the easiest way, the creative services. Okay, if you want to offer any graphic design, video editing, photo editing, something like that, okay, you can easily offer that online. We have, I mean, everything concerning online marketing. Okay, if you want to do Facebook advertising, Google advertising, email marketing, anything like that, you can offer that perfectly fine online. You can offer private lessons, any type of coaching, whether it's for school, for example, or it is for any other subject. Okay, I mean the whole market of coaching, the whole industry of coaching has gotten super, super big within the last, I would say, 5, 6, 7 years. And you can offer all kinds of coaching, whether you're, I don't know, you're good at any sports, or you're good at maybe playing an instrument, or if you're good at drawing, you can offer private lessons online, super easy. You can offer your research services, okay, being a virtual assistant. So if somebody needs help with their business or other tasks that they don't want to do, don't want to spend the time on, you can say, hey, I'll do that for you. Just pay me this and that amount per hour and I get it done for you, okay? These are typical virtual assistant tasks. Or maybe a little bit more sophisticated, accounting, bookkeeping. Okay, these are also services that can be offered online. And then we also have various offline activities that can be offered online. So all of the activities that you see right now here, I don't even have to meet my client if you want so. Okay, I don't even have to meet my client in order to fulfill their order. Okay, graphic design, well, just send me the details and I do the design and send it over to you. Video editing, same thing. Online marketing, let's talk via Zoom, and I can instruct you, or you can give me the details. Private lessons, coaching, perfect. Turn on your video camera, I teach you. Okay, so all of these services are offered solely online. Okay, offered and done online. But then we have various offline activities that can also be offered and sold online, but they have to be fulfilled offline. Okay, something just like babysitting. I mean, obviously, you cannot do babysitting purely online. So at one point, you have to meet the baby and take care of it. Okay, dog sitting is one popular thing to do. Offering like a carpool, so driving people around. I mean, look at Uber, or helping in the household and stuff like that are services that are that can be offered online but have to be done offline. All right, so now what are places where I can offer my services online? Okay, I mean, it's good to know that, well, obviously, if I have a talent, if I have something, I'm good at something, I have the time to do something, and that there are places that I can offer it, but where can I do that? So one example is, of course, through your own website. So you can just build your own website and then try to get some traffic online and then offer your services. Or you can use a third-party platform, okay? Or you can use a marketplace, okay? Marketplace, basically where demand and supply are coming together. So, have you guys heard of Fiverr before?
No.
Fiverr is a super easy to use platform. You can just go check it out, fiverr.com. Very good. Doesn't matter which side you're on, whether you want to offer a service or you want to buy a service. So what I do a lot of times when I need a simple graphic, like for a flyer or something, I go to Fiverr, I type in what I'm looking for, and then I just contact a couple of vendors, like sellers, and then within 1 or 2 days, I have it done for a good price, good work. And yeah, that's what millions of people do. If they're looking for a place where they can get their work done, they just go to fiverr.com. But also, when you want to offer a service like graphic design or online marketing or programming, yeah, IT work, you can just go to Fiverr. And there are a bunch of other platforms where you can go and offer your services as well. So I can just recommend that. Maybe a different platform. So this would be a marketplace, and a third-party platform would be Udemy. I don't know if you guys know that. Udemy is a platform where you can. It's more about coaching and teaching skills. Okay, so for example, if you want to teach somebody in a certain field, you can create a course, like a online course, something like that, and you can upload it here, and then people can buy it. Okay, let's say if you're good in golf, then you just record a couple of videos playing golf and teaching how to swing the bat correctly, and then you can put it online and people can buy for it, and then you get the money. Okay, so Udemy, that's a different an example, and one, no, two more, just to give you an example of, what, like how big the variety is of places where you can where you can offer your services online. Okay, so mymusicschool.com is another one. If you're playing an instrument, or if you want to learn an instrument, you can just type in what kind of instrument you have, or even register, and offering you teaching others playing the piano or the guitar. And then finally, Greg's List. It's not very popular in Germany, to be honest, but it is super popular in America, where people just go to Greg's List, and then they have like a local, like local offerings for different services. All right. So far, so good. These are a few examples of some of the most popular platforms where you can just go and offer your service online. Okay, you don't even need to have your own website. You can just use an existing one. And I mean, obviously, I think we already talked about the advantages and the disadvantages, but huge advantage if you use one of these platforms is they already have traffic. They're investing in marketing and all of that, so you can use their reach, the attention and the traffic that they already have, and get people to notice you easily. And on the other side, obviously, a lot of people are competing against each other. So it sounds easy, but it's not that easy as it may sound. Okay, let's switch to the product side. So we talked about offering services online right now. Now let's start talking about offering products. And before you are offering, or you starting an online shop or a web shop or something, you should ask yourself three big questions. First, obviously, what kind of product do I want to sell? What am I interested in? And we talked about all the positioning stuff. Hopefully you remember that, how to find a good positioning and how to find something that you're interested in, that you like. And so the first question, what do I want to sell? Second question is, take a look at the competition and ask yourself, who is selling this already? How is the market? Are there a lot of people selling it? Are there not a lot of people? Is anybody selling it at all? I mean, it's always a kind of tricky sign if you see, well, nobody's selling it. That's perfect. Well, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it's not profitable enough. So that's why people abandon this market or this product. So that's the second question, who's selling this already? And the third question, if you have good answers for the first two questions, is how can I produce it? How can I get it done? Can I produce it myself? Do I need a production partner? And we talked about that before too. What kind of revenue models we have when starting an online shop, and how we can use third-party production sites with white label and drop shipping. Okay. We talked about that. You can take a look at, I think it was the second or third lecture. I think it was the second lecture we talked about. Okay, a quick reminder. Okay, so when you answered these questions and you found something you think will be profitable, people want it, you're good at it, the market is not too satisfied, and you found a production partner. So now the question is, how can you sell it? Do you want to sell it using a platform your own online shop, or do you want to sell it using a marketplace? Okay, basically the same question that we just had looking at the services, only that maybe it's a little bit more straightforward. Okay, but you will see a lot of similarities. So when we look at starting an own online shop, okay, let's say, okay, I found a good product, I want to sell, I don't know, coffee mugs, my own coffee mugs. And okay, should I do it like on marketplace, or should I do it in my own online shop? Okay, I look at an own online shop. First of all, I'm like super independent. Okay, I can do whatever I want. I can pick my own design. I can. I do not have to report to anybody. There are basically no rules other than, basic online etiquette and etiquette rules, but no rules from like a different company that tells me how to do, how to sell my products. And so I'm flexible. I have everything in my control. Okay, if the platform shuts down, I don't really care, because I have my own platform. Okay, so it sounds, I mean, bottom line, sounds good, sounds easy, sounds super profitable. But of course, with that being said, you have a much bigger temporal and financial cost. Okay, you have to pay for the online shop, you have to pay for traffic, you have to invest time to get people to notice you, you have to invest time to get a good design and do everything yourself. Okay, so Zalando in Germany would be a good example of having their own online shop. And then on the other side, we have the typical marketplace. Okay, you guys just told me about Taobao and Amazon. I mean, these are probably the biggest examples for a marketplace where you could, being a, if you want to sell your products, you could start selling immediately. You do not need to set up an online shop and all of that. You can just create a business account and, well, almost start right away. You can use their existing infrastructure. Okay, I mean, they already have their shop, their online shop. They already have the traffic. They have a bunch of people coming to visit their website. So, I mean, sounds intriguing to just use their existing infrastructure, right? You can use their existing reach, traffic, and models like the Fulfilled by Amazon or drop shipping. Okay, where you don't even need to store your own products. You can just send it straight away to Amazon, for example, and have them handle all of the shipping and fulfillment aspect of it. Okay, sounds good so far, but it comes at a cost, so that you basically do not have any flexibility. You have to play. You have to play after their rules. Okay, whatever they tell you, you cannot do anything about it. And there are many rules, let me tell you that. So, for example, relatively high fees, okay, like provision, you have to pay for that. And other things like conditional payments. So at Amazon, for example, they only pay you, I think it is once a month, and they only pay you if you reach a certain amount. And sometimes, that's what I heard, they hold back payments due to some reasons. They're not really explain it to you. They just say, "Oh no, we cannot pay you right now. There must be a problem. We have to check it." And then maybe they hold back the money and pay you like 2 months later. And for a lot of businesses, a lot of companies, this could be super dangerous, right? If you are not getting paid for 3 months, not at all, and your business solely relays on Amazon, then this could be super risky. Okay, so you have to be aware of that. Okay, so these are the main differences between, building your own online shop and picking a marketplace to sell your products. But when we look at building an own online shop, there are three major ways to go. Okay, you could either use a shop kit, like a building kit, basically, like Shopify, Wix, Jimdo. These are the most famous, at least in Germany, where you can just go to the website, and within 30 minutes or 60 minutes, maybe 2 hours, you have your complete online shop set up in your own design. It's your own online shop. Payment, everything is integrated, and it's super easy. Okay, we will take a look at that later. Or you can, if your website is based on WordPress, this is good for bigger companies. Okay, if you want to have a bigger online shop, you can use the plugin WooCommerce. I actually have a company that uses WooCommerce. Gives you a lot of more options for accounting and billing and like customer relationship management and stock and all that. It's a little bit bigger, and Wix ads are everywhere. Yeah, are they even in China? Do you see them in Chinese TV or Chinese like online on websites? I see Wix ads like in Germany everywhere, or Jimdo. They made a lot of advertisements too. I think even Shopify is a German company, but they don't do as much advertisements. Yeah, or the third way to go, the third option would be basically building your own shop software, and then you can use the base of Magento or Gambio, just two examples, tons of more. So for example, if you want to build a huge online shop like Zalando or other systems, other online shops, you have to have your own shop system, so be programmed, and this will cost you a lot more. Okay, so putting these three options into perspective, using like a shop kit, like a building kit, probably costs you, if you do it yourself, it only costs you like, I think, 20 or 30 bucks a month, plus I think it's 2% commission for each item sold, and that's it. Okay, you can find people to build you an online shop with Shopify for 500 bucks, and that's it. WooCommerce will cost you a little bit more. I mean, I think the plugin is for free. WordPress is for free. You just need to pay for hosting, but the building it, so setting everything up, is a little bit more complicated, and you need an experienced programmer. This will cost you maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 bucks. Can be up to like 20, 30, 40, 50,000. Depends on how individual and how big you wanna make it. And obviously, like your own shop software will cost you like 100,000 plus, I would say. Okay, so if you want to start an online shop, be aware of what you need, what do you want, and pick accordingly. All right, so just a quick example here with Shopify. How it looks like, actually, that is your starting page, your homepage, your internal dashboard. Okay, so you can see how many sessions, how many clicks you had in one day, how many sales you made, how many orders you still have to fulfill, how many orders you had today, and all of that is integrated. Super easy to use and super cheap as well. And here you see like a quick overview of all the features of Shopify. So it's easy setup. Has a bunch of marketing tools integrated. You can manage your store. Maybe even if you have an online and an offline store, you can integrate those two. You can combine them. And yeah, so that's just one example. Pretty sure like Wix is pretty similar. Jimdo is pretty similar as well. Okay, looking at a different aspect or another aspect of online shopping is the payment methods. Okay, so in Germany, the number one mobile payment system is PayPal, according to a survey where 51% picked PayPal as their number one, as a preferred
I don't
mobile
see much
payment.
people use that actually.
What was that?
I don't see much people use that.
In Germany?
Yeah, I do believe that most people still use cash here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. People in Germany love cash. I don't know why. I think it's super annoying, but that's why it's the number one mobile payment system. Okay, so when we're talking about paying online, the preferred payment system is PayPal. What do you guys? What's the number one mobile payment system in China?
That must be Alipay. From
Alipay.
Alibaba. Yes.
What about what was it? WeChat.
WeChat Pay is the second one.
Okay, so these are the two biggest ones, Alipay and.
If you go to like Rossmann or DM, you can also see the marker of Alipay.
Oh yeah. Okay, Alipay and WeChat. Yeah. So yeah, well, in Germany, it's still PayPal, and it still increases. Okay, in 2019, you see it was 20% of people paying online used PayPal, and in like this year it went up to 33%. That was before the whole pandemic, so when people stayed at home and started paying or buying more stuff online. So beginning of 2020, 33% of the people using online payments, they preferred using PayPal. So PayPal is still getting bigger and bigger, at least in Germany. But we still have other providers, just as such as Klarna or Digistore24. Okay, these are just two other ones. Like Klarna, for example, when you do online shopping at H&M or Zara or places like that, they offer Klarna as an alternative, and this is highly used. So PayPal is still a pretty good banking tool, banking system. I mean, they make money, and so if we would pick PayPal, which is, to be honest, I think it's the easiest way of paying and getting paid. Okay, but of course they want to get paid too when offering that service, and this is how they make money. I mean, this in German, but you can see this one. So if your online shop is making between 2,000 and 5,000 euros a month in revenues, okay, monthly revenue, that's what it means, you will have to pay 2.19% plus 35%, 35 cents per transaction. Okay, so if I'm selling something for $100, and then I would have to pay PayPal €2.19 plus 35 cents. Okay, so I will have to pay like almost it's like 2.54 cents per 100 euros. Okay, I think that's enough. That's okay. If you know that before, you can just calculate it within your business model, and then you should be fine. Okay, so that is absolutely okay.
I think that's quite close to the situation in China. I mean, the Alipay spread up.
Yeah, is it the same amount?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you
Close.
have to pay when you do it like private? So if you want to send money to a friend, would you have to pay for it too, or is it for free?
If you translate to another Alipay user, it's for free. But if you translate to another bank account, it costs.
Okay, got it. And it's almost the same amount. Okay. All right. So now we looked at the biggest and most important aspects of starting an online shop. But as you guys already know, I prefer you guys trying it yourself, because you will learn a lot more than just by listening to me. So I gave you a quick introduction into what kind of services you can offer, and I mean, even that you can offer services online, and what kind of platforms you can use, what kind of payment methods, and all of that. So now, what want you guys to do is to create your very own online shop, okay? And you do that by picking a service or a product that you like. I mean, we talked about positioning last 2 weeks. I think enough. So you should know what kind of a product or service you pick. Pick a shop system. Okay, one of the three, I would say. Yeah? Use a ShopKit. I mean, you can use WordPress if you like to, and that's a little bit more complicated, to be honest. But I would prefer using Shopify or Wix. These are the two easiest platforms. And then just create an own online shop using the free test version, so you do not have to pay for anything. I don't know, maybe you will have to type in your credit card, I'm not sure, but as long as you're not selling anything, you not have to pay for anything, okay? Sure about that. So yeah, just go ahead, and I will want to give you like a little starting help if you do not have any idea what you want to sell. So for example, let's take the example of a yoga mat. Okay, so yoga mats, you can do the following. Okay, and I mean, you need like something that you like, something that people want, and all of that. Okay, so we talked about positioning. So now let's say you picked a product, you have an idea, but you're not 100% sure, you're not 100% certain if well, there's a market for it and if people like it. So first thing you can do is obviously go to Google, go to any search platforms, and type it in. Okay, type in yoga mat, type in baseball bat, type in acoustic guitar, coffee mug, whatever it is you want to sell, whether it is a service or it is a product. Okay, it doesn't matter. So type it in and just get a feeling of pricing, of what types they offer, and just click through the search results to get like a quick and basic understanding of the market. Okay, it's like a market analysis. And then you go to Google Trends. Okay, maybe you remember we talked about Google Trends before. You type it in and then you can see if there's a bigger demand right now. Okay, so this is a very good example here with the yoga mat. I typed it in beginning of March. So when we had the first lockdown in Germany, people were not able to go to the gym anymore, or to go to their yoga classes anymore, or to do like any kind of sports outside. So they had to be inside. And of course, everyone needed yoga mats. Okay, so this is what you can see here. Like mid-March, the demand for yoga mats increased by a ton. Okay, so that's how you can see if there's a bigger demand right now for the product or service that you picked. And then you can go to Amazon or to Taobao maybe, and then you can see what vendors, what sellers, what other companies already offering the products. Okay, what variations, what price, and how many people already talked about it and voted for it. And then you can just read a little bit through their comments and maybe find something that they want, but nobody's offering it. Okay, find a little niche. This would help you as well. Okay, and then you can go to Alibaba.com or any Alibaba page. Since you may know, Alibaba, well, in Germany or in Europe, we mainly know it for providing or for helping us finding good production sites. Okay, as you can see here, if I want to order 200 yoga mats, I get like a special price, and they can manufacture it for me individual branding on it, and this will help me finding a good manufacturer in China or anywhere in the world. Okay, but mostly Chinese manufacturers, production sites. Okay, so you can find a company that can actually produce what you want to sell. This is what I want to tell you. And then, last but not least, boom, go to Shopify, go to Wix, go to Jimdo, whatever platform you picked, and start your free trial. Okay, that's actually a good lead magnet. You wanna try it for free? Well, give us your contact, give us email address, and you see, no credit card required. Perfect. And then you can start using Shopify. And I mean, it's super easy. Okay, and I do not ask for a perfectly designed online shop. Okay, that's not what obviously. I just want you guys to get started, to find take everything that we learned so far about positioning, product, service, and online business, and find a good idea and start building a small online shop. Okay, start building like the landing page, the website, and get a little bit deeper into the product pages. Okay, how you can talk about your product. You do not have to use your own pictures, own photos. You can just go online and take any pictures that you find on Google or any other search platform. That's okay. We're not making it public. Okay, it's just for us, so there shouldn't be any problem with any data. So yeah, that's your assignment until next week. Okay, would be perfect if you could send me a link, the URL, until Sunday, so I can take a look at your online shops before next class. In the next class, I want to talk about your online shops. Okay, and see how it went, and you can talk a little bit about your experience using that, and if it was easy for you, if it was hard. Okay, and what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. And yeah, that is your assignment until next week. Any questions about that?
Not yet. I already get a perfect idea.
Yeah, great. I liked hearing that. If there's another platform, not Shopify or Wix, anything comparable in China, maybe you can obviously you can use it as well. Okay, Shopify is just, I think it's the easiest way, but you can use any other web shop building systems. And if you have any questions on the way, please feel free, send me an email. Send me an email throughout the week if there are any questions. And yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so again, any questions, let me know, send me an email. If not, please by Sunday, okay, the upcoming Sunday, send me the URL to your shop, to your example shop, your draft, and I can take a look at it. And then Monday we will take a closer look and talk about it. So I'm really curious to see what you guys get. And remember, there's no right or wrong. I just want to give you a feeling of how you can start your own online shop, how you can start your own business online, and get you a little bit of practice. Okay, so thanks for your time on this Monday night, and hopefully you have a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good start into the new week. Hopefully you guys, we should stay healthy, and yeah, thanks for listening. We will talk again next Monday. Take care and bye-bye.
Don't forget to put it into Elias.
Yeah, I will do it right away. Thanks for reminding me.
Bye-bye.